Hey guys, Graham out here with That Properties, along with
Brian Sewell, Cherry Creek Mortgage.
I love having people do their own.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I want to talk to you real quick about closing costs. People tend to go through the pre-approval process, figure out kind of what they can afford to purchase,
Right.
But they leave off closing costs. So it kind of the extra money besides your down payment of what you're going to need at closing, it can actually spike that number quite a bit based upon a couple different factors you're going to kind of go over. So in a nutshell, Brian, closing costs.
Well, closing costs are the cost that's on top of your purchase when you're buying a home. So typical closing costs, you have your lender costs, which you call them underwriting, processing fees, or application fees, which we do not charge. Plug in. You have appraisal costs. That's
Right.
to let you know how much the house is worth.
Right.
So, it's different from a home inspection. It gives us value, lets us know that you're not overpaying for the house.
So so that people don't go in and purchase a home and they're already underwater on
Right.
the home because you don't want to lend.
Right.
So
Kind of
do
cuts
that.
out on some of the craziness that happened in
Gotcha.
the past. So
Right.
you're not overpaying.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then there's title charges. So
Okay.
title is basically the transfer from the seller to the purchaser to you guys to the buyer.
Right.
And there's costs for that. Typically about $2,500 to maybe $3,000 depending on your purchase price.
Okay.
Then there's escrow charges. So for your set up your taxes and insurance. What you call the escrow account?
Savings account.
Yeah, keep it simple, right?
That's right.
We set up a savings account so your taxes and insurance are paid for you,
Right.
twice a year. Generally speaking, they're either March and September or June and September for the main counties in
Right.
Illinois.
Okay. So closing costs can vary based upon the size of the loan and then where you're closing, right?
Right.
Because stamps.
Yeah, those tax stamps are a big thing. Generally speaking, city and state tax stamps are covered by the sellers, right? Most of the time. But then there's this thing called city tax stamps, or wherever you buy it. So, like for example, City of Chicago charges $750 per thousand, which is pretty expensive. You're buying a house for $100,000, that's $750, $200,000, $1,500. Quick math.
You're
So
genius.
additional, yeah, man, there it is, right there. But then also Naperville is another suburb that charges for tax stamps. So each suburb is a little different. We look those up and we go over all those numbers with you.
Awesome. So there's some companies out there, some lenders that say no closing costs. I call them bogus, but
It's called a sales tactic. Listen, there's always costs. Nothing in life is free but love. So you can't buy it. So when you think about when you think about no closing costs, there's always cost involved. You
Right.
got a lot of chefs in the kitchen. I like to call. So you got your underwriters, your processors, your closers at the title company. So there's always cost involved. You do have the option of maybe bumping up the rate a little bit and covering your costs that way, or there's the option of having the sellers pay your closing costs. And again, it depends on the market. Chicago market's picking up.
true. I wouldn't advise guys
Right.
just currently based upon the market that you have kind of the sellers pick up any of your closing costs. Most of the time, they're going to end up bumping up that sales price to kind of compensate for that, or they're just going to flat out deny your offer because they'll just come around and get somebody else who's got the money. I mean, financing, real quick, is one of the biggest things that people look at when they're considering multiple offers. How qualified is the buyer? And if you can't afford or choose not to, want to take hold of all of your closing costs, that says a little bit, kind of to the seller that, hey, maybe there's something unstable.
Right. And each market's different. There's some markets where you can get away with it, where you might have a desperate seller, the other houses for the
True,
market for the
absolutely.
low. But
Absolutely.
If you're going into a hot market, which I think we are starting to see it come up a little bit, there's a little option you can look at.
Check with your realtor, make sure that it's going to actually benefit you to put that in your purchase contract.
Right.
So definitely have them do a little bit of research on the home, try to dig up as much as possible about the seller, and see how motivated kind of they
Right.
are to see if that's something that actually would actually help you, not really cost you anything else.
Right.
So real quick, something before they go, you guys do something pretty cool with people either over the phone and all that. It's kind of a digital application you guys use to figure out, short-term versus long-term.
Yeah.
Short-term
I'm here to help
versus thank you versus long-term, and as far as different loan options,
Yes.
as well as predicting. Your team's pretty incredible at predicting kind of what the closing costs are going to be.
Thank you for that. But so I like doing a mortgage plan for each and every client. You call me, we do a mortgage plan, whether you go with me or not. I think you should be able to look at the numbers and look at what things are going to cost you over the short term, which we consider like 60 months, 5 years, or over a 15-year period. So whether you're doing getting seller credit from the closing costs, or you're using your your own closing costs, or maybe bumping up the rate a little bit. You can look at all those options, or you saying, hey, I want my house paid off in 18 years. So I'll show you how to do that. And it takes me about 10 to 15 minutes. We'll go over it, no obligation. Put the numbers together for you.
Awesome. Brian Sewell, Cherry Creek Mortgage. Give him a call for a pre-approval, or if you got more questions on closing costs or anything like that, Brian's always been around to help me, my wife, everybody that I know. Great guy here. So give him a call if you've got any questions. Also, feel free to give me a call if you want to get out there and take a look at places. So until we see you guys again, have a good one.
Take care.